chapter 14. Cheers to what's to come. This chapter is going to focus on the future. I have in the past been afraid of the future, scared of what I'm going to lose, how much change is going to happen. I no longer fear those things. I've come to embrace those things. Change is not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It depends on how you look at it. I am a really, really big believer. If you look for the good, you will find it. And if you look for the bad, you will find it. I'm changing my outlook on being everything happens one way, then something's going to happen the other way because it balances itself out. With that train of thought, I have always boosted myself and sabotaged myself all in the same. I am not going to do that anymore. I am in the state of mind that there will be times where I'm down, but I will embrace those, claw my way right back to the top, claw my way further than I was when I fell. I will enjoy every moment. This is a journey. They have a couple sayings I'm going to change. They say you only live once. That is not true. We wake up every day and we live. We live every day. So go out there. Go get your goals. Go get, the dream girl, dream guy. Go get your dream cat. Whatever your goal is, man. Go get that dream job. Whether it be $40,000 a year and you're happy as hell, or $100,000 a year and you're happy as hell. Happiness, man. We only get to live this one life. And the only thing in this life that is not natural is work. Jobs, the economy, all made by man. All of it. So what is really important is that you find whatever you're doing, you survive, but you are happy. If you are working your rear end off, not getting anywhere, and you feel like you're stuck in the mud, and you're just giving everything you got, and you're not achieving anything, whether it be personal goals or company goals, then you need a new source. You need to reevaluate. That's what I'm doing. I am going to enjoy this life. We only die once. Well, most of us. That being said, my mom actually died, and then they restarted her heart. But those are rare occasions, and most people live to be over 90 years old nowadays, but we focus on death. That's another thing about the journey that I'm going to change. I'm going to celebrate life and death. Not balance it out. Celebrate life and mourn death. No, I could do both. That is easy for me to say. I have both my parents. When that day does come, it will devastate me. I will go through a grieving process, but I will celebrate everything they've accomplished. They've accomplished a lot. I want to be like them. They are happy. They've achieved comfortably, and they are super happy about it. My parents don't need abundance of stuff. They are awesome people, man. I just want to make them proud. Make them proud of me. But I also want me to be proud of me. And the way I'm going with stuff, the way I see stuff, I am very proud of me. I'm taking small steps because I'm playing the long game. Everybody seems to want everything now, and then get in this rush, and then it all dies out. I'm going to take smaller steps and enjoy the journey. I'm going to post the crap out of it all over social media. I'm going to build my brand. It is going to be fantastic. As far as this podcast, yes, I'm doing a podcast. As far as this goes, it's going to turn into sports here after today because it's under books now. So it's going to turn into sports. I'm going to talk about WWE, and then I'm going to take the weekend to talk about the NFL or whatever sports are going on because the NFL has an off season. I'll be able to talk about the XFL. My YouTube channel, what I want from that is to reach out as far as I can. Right now, it's baby steps. I have like 11 subscribers, which is fine for me. It's fantastic. I get excited every time I get a new subscriber. But I'm here to take those, small wins because they will build up to bigger wins. If you have big wins and small wins won't feel like anything, and then you want to top it with my small wins, they'll eventually get a little bigger, then a little bigger, and I'll be able to top it. But it will never forget the small ones. For them, I'm still doing still putting out the top 8s. Again, I'm going to make that a thing. And I'm going to do Let's Talk on Saturday. Monday is now going to be a React. I do have something for Sunday, but I can't see it right now. But it's fun. It's all going to be fun. It's all going to be in strives. I'm going to link everything up. I just have to take this time because where I'm sitting and speaking to you, or if you're reading this, I can see out my back door and it is raining, and it is raining quietly. So everything right now is peaceful in the house. It is peaceful in this room. Kids about to start school, which means I'll have to get up on a normal routine, which I've been doing anyways. As far as the future, I started working out. As this book is being written and said, I weigh 234. I will be 185. But again, I'm taking those in small strides because they'll feel so much bigger in the long run. I need to focus on the smaller victories, make those seem more important because they are. That way you're not chasing the bigger fish and then you got to catch the bigger fish of that. I'm just here catching little bluegills for now, and then eventually I will move up to bass. Putting in fishing perspective, I'll put it the way my wife says I'm really good at it. I'm really good at food metaphors. Of course, the fat guy. Good with food metaphors. Right now, I'm building cookies. And then I will move into cupcakes. And then from there, I will do cakes and pies. You know what I mean? Small things. And then it will eventually, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They will eventually build my skills into doing bigger things. And it's so much fun to do the YouTube stuff. After a while, if you are a bona fide subscriber of my YouTube channel, JD's YouTube, by the way, you will notice that in a few years, I might repeat some things, update some lists. There'll be new things to come out, new James Bond movies to come out. I will also focus when I get bigger on what my audience is looking for. Right now, I am pandering to my audience. They like my content because right now, the 11 subscribers are the ones who really know me. So maybe when I do my updated book in like 10, 20 years, I'll be like, I went from 11 subscribers and 1 million subscriber. So if you're reading this or hearing this and you want to give me any ideas for YouTube or podcast, I am willing to take all criticism. I'm willing to take all suggestions, willing to take all ideas. Give me all you've got. I'm working on this concept of giving more than I get. I am a giving person. I've been raised that way. I was built that way. It kind of hit me in high school when the whole, fiance thing didn't work out. And then in my 20s with the whole drinking thing, I kind of moved further and further away from that to protect myself. But that is not me at all. I am a giving person. I'm taking a lot of advice too. However, I do not want to change that core of giving. When this first happened with me and my wife, the split up, and it is easier to talk about now because I was definitely afraid of losing her, but I've said it out loud several times. It has become easier to deal with. No, I don't want to lose her. Yes, I want to have her until we're old and gray and we eventually die. We don't know the future. Things aren't over yet. I am not dead yet. And she's still in my life. She is still one of the biggest supporters of my life. She's still there. So I'm going to cherish every moment. But that being said, there's a bunch of advice of how to get your ex back and all of this stuff. And one of the things is the no contact rule. And I did. But I can't go a day without telling her good morning. With her and I, it is not contacting her. It is the way I contact her. It is being selfish. I'm no longer selfish. I was, what about us? What about me? What about blah, blah, blah? It's no longer that. It is me giving because that is who I am. And I lost sight of that and I've gained it back. Not only gained it back, but I've leveled up. But that was what I was talking about earlier. Get knocked down, get back up to where I was at, and then some. Because now our conversations are good morning, how are you? She does ask how I am. I don't force the conversation. When the conversation's getting too much, I can feel it. I can feel her. I can feel her mood. I can feel her. I can feel her. We have a connection and it will never go away. So instead of ignoring that and keep pushing my agenda, I listen and step back. And then it's how the kids, talk about the kids. Kids have school. We just went school shopping. I'm never going to do the girls' school shopping without her ever again. My daughter's picky, and my daughter have a connection. You'll never, ever have a mother-daughter connection. But that is just the most awesome thing in the world. If you have a strong mother and a strong daughter, their connection will always stand up to the test of time. I know she has a connection, very strong connection with her sons. They will protect her. I'm very proud of them. I know I've said that a bunch of times, but I am. My children try their hardest, and that's what I want. I want them to realize that sometimes you will fail, sometimes you'll fall, but you get up. And that family is one of the most important things in life. If you are happy and you are truly happy, you can truly make your family happy. And you can truly make your neighbor happy. You can truly make your city happy, your state. Like it broadens. It's affection. So I have taught my children, we have taught our children very well. They have 3 aspects of life to look through, 3 different eyes. They're getting older now. I just had a talk with Johnny, not a serious talk, but an eye-opening talk, I hope. He was complaining because him and Ari switch on and off about mowing the lawn, but he also has to do the dishes. So he wanted her to mow the lawn more. 2 things have happened. We have paid for his driver's course, which is awesome. He's going to be able to drive here in the next year, which is scary and fantastic all at the same time. We gotta go let him do his thing. He's gonna grow. So we want him to mow the lawn for the rest of the year by himself. It is end of August, so he's got like 4 times tops. Like in September, he won't have to do it every week. He'll do it every other week. But that being said, I sat him down and I said, look, I'll do this in the real world. Your parents and I are owners. We are top management. You are senior management. Your sister is assistant management, and your little brother is associate. And it's that way because he's wants more. I call it freedom, but it is more things to do, more leeway. He wants it, and I was like, that you can look at as currency. You can consider that money. You want more money than your brother and sister getting, because you feel like you deserve more money. Well, in that case, if you want more money, you have to have more responsibilities. Your job has to be harder. You have to work as much as you're being paid. They have to equal out. So I explained it to him like that, and I hope he understands. I know he listens to me, but he's at that age where he has his own mindset, which is fantastic. I don't want him listening and doing everything I say. I would like him to take in everybody's perspective and mold himself. That would be good. I've come to realize that most teenagers, because their brains are developing and they're getting everything all at once, and school and everything is coming at them, that they tend to pick a spot and then are stubborn. So I'm hoping that, talking to him, letting him see the real world. He's about to work with his dad. They're going to muck up somebody's area of lake. Some hard work. When he does work, he works really hard. He's got his football, he's got his school, he's got his girlfriend, he's going to have his his permit, then his driver's license. I cannot be prouder. I know that it is scary watching your children grow, and because you eventually know that they're not going to need you anymore and that they're going to fly the coop. It's also exciting because that part isn't entirely true. They will always need their parents. I still need my mother from time to time. I still need her advice. I still need her great listening skills. So they will always have us, and we will always support them no matter what they're doing. I told my son this a long time ago. I was like, I don't care if you are playing chess or you are doing whatever you're doing. I will go to whatever you're doing and I will watch, as long as 2 things: you're enjoying it and you're putting 100%. When you enjoy something, putting 100% into it comes easier. I've learned that. I'm doing this YouTube thing. I am grinding every day. I'm doing same thing over and over every day, but it's not hard. I have done jobs where I've done the same thing every day, and I've gone, oh my gosh, now I'm doing this again. What am I doing with my life? However, this is different. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting up and talking. I enjoyed my workout this morning. This all leads me to my brand, the JD brand. Little fun fact: JD is my first and middle name. My mother called me JD as a child. I always knew when she was mad at me because it would be James Douglas. But so all my close friends and my family, they call me JD. And I want to build that brand, build me. So when it's all said and done, and I'm in my resting place, I can look back and see that I have moved or helped or had somebody inspired. Just one person. Just one. If I can reach everybody, fantastic. The more I can reach, the better. But if I can just reach that one person, if one person is reading this book and they have gone through things I've gone through and they're being held down. And this book gives them just that little spark to get back up on their feet and face whatever they got coming. Then that is the most fulfilling thing I could do with this life. And that concludes JD the Untold story. Or JD Untold. Thank you for listening. And if you are reading this, thank you for reading. With that being said, much love, JD out.